Hello everyone and welcome back to the FIT AZ-900 Azure Fundamentals Masterclass. So far in this course, we've built networks, deployed virtual machines, and explored how Azure stores and protects data. But now we need to answer another important question. Who should be allowed to access these resources? If we create a virtual machine, who can sign in? If we upload files to Azure Storage, who should be allowed to view or modify them? If we have hundreds of thousands of employees, how do we manage their identities and permissions? These are real-world problems that every organization faces. Imagine FITS has 500 employees. Creating separate usernames and passwords for every application will become difficult to manage. This is where Microsoft Entra ID helps. Microsoft Entra ID is Azure's cloud-based identity and access management service. It helps organizations manage users, control access, provide secure sign-in, and protect company resources. In today's lesson, we will learn the fundamentals of identity in Azure and understand why Microsoft Entra ID is one of the most important services in the cloud. Remember, you've got to understand first, practice second, and conveniently master both. Let's begin. So let's get into the details. And this is lesson 24, and we will try to understand Microsoft Entra ID, and we will cover what Microsoft Entra ID is, understanding it theoretically, and what identity and access management means, what are users and what are groups, and what authentication means, what authorization means. Then we will look at single sign-on, SSO. So brace yourself for another interesting learning journey. So what then is Microsoft Entra ID? We say that it is a cloud-based identity and access management service. And this helps organizations manage identities, control access, secure resources. So if you look at our various homes, if you don't have a key to the room, you cannot enter. So we're just trying to manage who's got access. And there are certain places the mom can go. There are certain places the wife can also go. And there are certain places the kids. And if you are, let's say, a guest, you cannot go to their bedroom. So that's what Microsoft Entra ID is about. Okay, so we're managing that. So why do organizations need it? So without identity management, you have too many passwords, and that will be chaotic, and it will be a difficult, way of managing users. And there are certain security risks associated to this as well. So that's why we need it. And there will be poor access control. Then let's look at a fit scenario. So let's say we have instructors, we have administrators, and we have students. So the question here is, how do we manage access for everyone? So there are certain resources within our Azure portal which will only be limited to instructors, certain resources for only administrators, and certain resources for students. So that is the beauty of Microsoft Entra ID. So the answer is Microsoft Entra ID will come to the rescue. So what is an identity? So you yourself, yeah? So an identity is probably a user, application, or a device that can be authenticated. So examples will be the user, the device, and the application. So once you are able to authenticate and give them the go-ahead to use the resource, then we verify the identity. Okay, so we've got users and groups. So Microsoft Entra ID allows organizations to manage users, manage groups, and this makes administration easier. So if you've got a group for students, there are certain permissions you assign to the students group. So you don't need to assign permissions to individual students. So once you are part of the group, automatically you inherit those permissions. But we'll get into the practicality in no time. Okay. Then authentication, the question is, who are you? Do you have the permission to access? So when you type in your username and password on the website, you are being what? Authenticated. Okay, this is indeed a person who needs access to the website. You can use your fingerprint and MFA code multi-factor authentication, where sometimes they send what? Maybe a text message with a code for an extra layer of security, and those using the Microsoft Authenticator app, it generates codes every, I think, 60 seconds. Yes. So this is a very simple way of looking at authentication. The user types, the username, the password, you sign in, you authenticated. Now you have access to the Microsoft Azure. If you get any of the options wrong, no, sorry, you are not who you say you are, so you cannot be allowed to use the resource. So that is what authentication is about. The authorization looks at what are you allowed to do. So are you allowed to read files, create VMs, or delete resources? So based on what you are allowed, then you can go ahead and use those word permissions. So that is authorization. Are you authorized to do this? Are you authorized not to do that? So that's essentially that. So that is role or permissions assigned. So the user, what I allowed to do, I'm allowed to read a resource, I'm allowed to create virtual machines, and I'm also allowed to use storage accounts, but I don't have that authorization to delete a resource, and that will be for the super admin. Okay. So there's just a distinction between authentication and authorization. So the authentication verifies your identity, then the authorization determines permissions. Then authentication asks the question, who are you? And authorization also asks, what can you do? So please don't get confused, yeah? Very simple, straight to the point. So we have another technology that we need to understand, and that is what? Single sign-on. So you sign in once, then you have access to what? Multiple applications. So just like your Microsoft 365 account, once you sign in, you have access to use Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, use Microsoft Teams, use your OneDrive. So once you sign in once, you don't need to be signing in into every application. So that is what it means. So example, Outlook, OneDrive, Teams, Azure Portal. So that's it. So the user, you sign in once, then you have access to all these applications. So that is what it means to have a single sign-on. Okay. Then benefit of what? Entra ID. So we have a centralized identity management, improved security, single sign-on. So these are the benefits, and it also supports multi-factor authentication, and it's cloud-based. So that's the beauty of it. So let's look at the AZ-900 thinking moment. So FIT wants employees to sign in once and access multiple applications. Which Microsoft Entra feature should be used? Is it Azure Backup, Virtual Network, Single Sign-On, or Blob Storage? So the obvious answer here is Single Sign-On. You sign in once, you have access to multiple. So what have we reinforced today? What Microsoft Entra ID is, and that is it manages what identities. Authentication verifies your identity. Authorization controls permissions. And single sign-on improves what user experience. So it takes away all the hassle of having to sign in every time you want to use an application. Then Entra ID secures what? Azure resources. So that's the beauty of it. And I believe it's been informative and it's been helpful. If you've not subscribed, please do so. And give us a comment, give us a like, and help our channel grow. I'll see you in the next lesson. God bless. Bye-bye for now.